Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. That is right, it is an original Coaster Spotlight bundle, and today we're going to be featuring 3 amazing creations from our patrons, so stay tuned and let's get into it! Alright, welcome back everyone. Hope you're all doing well today. It is now June. It is a new month. The contest is over. So we are getting back to the regular spotlights. Not going to be pumping them out as quickly as normal, but we're going to get the flow going again. So we're kicking things off with a coaster bundle spotlight. The patrons have been patiently waiting for the contest to end to get their creation seen. So we're starting this month off with some patron submissions, starting with Werewolf Loops, created by Matthew Scott, and they are not showing up as a member, but they are a diamond patron. So come join us on Discord, Matthew Scott, and let's see what your workshop's all about. Here they say, my name is Matthew, and this is one of my floorless roller coaster creations. It goes through 11 inversions of different types and easy size blueprints. Boom. All right, let's take a closer look. Okay, here we are at Werewolf Loops, everybody. Let's jump right onto the coaster, checking out the stats first. We're dealing with a floorless werewolf. G-force limits seem to be pretty high according to this. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, 9 vertical. Jeez. Holy Jesus. Try to keep an eye on that. Try to aim for below 6. 5 ideally. Just keep an eye on your heat maps when your coaster is testing. So if we go to our vertical G's, we can actually speed this up and see where that hotspot exactly is. So that's getting pretty heavy right there. After that first inversion there, we're hitting really hard. You just need to smooth that out a little bit. Give your coaster a little bit more breathing room and try to iron out these purple spots. So it just needs more room to turn, more banking, and less speed. So with that said, it's probably going to be a bit of a rough ride on this coaster, but you won't notice the G-forces, obviously, because it's a video game, but sometimes you can tell from the first-person perspective when it gets a little whippy. But the layout of the coaster actually looks pretty fun. As you said, 11 inversions. There's a lot going on there, and the theming leaves a little bit to be desired. It's just grass with a fence and some trees. So not a whole lot of, like, Planet Coaster theming going on, but hey, it's something. And also, I notice you have no block section on this run, so this coaster gets stuck. Let's get on it. Okay, there it is. So I'm going to try to give some feedback to Matthew here, as we did already give a little bit. Basically, what I would recommend doing is looking at where those G-force areas are very high. Basically, what you have here is an issue with your smoothing and an issue with the easing into your transitions. I don't even know if smoothing is really going to help this as much, because you just might need more space for the transitions here. And if anything, I would just smooth this entire area so it eases in. You don't give yourself enough space from the Cobra roll into the next area. So you would actually have to shuffle this whole thing over because it just doesn't have enough room. So that would actually require an entire reworking. As you see, I cannot smooth this part here. Bringing this down a little bit should definitely help. And then you have some turns here where it just whips into the banking way too extreme. You're going to want to smooth that a little bit, as well as smooth the banking. But this definitely needs to come out a lot more. Once we've pulled it out a little bit, we can smooth that banking. There's too many things going on here, which just causes such drastic issues. I would almost just turn it sideways a little bit and then dip it down. Again, you're using these little pre-made pieces, which makes it really hard to transition into. You're gonna have to bring this all down and ease it into the transition a little bit easier. So it's a lot of tight spaces to work with. And your biggest issues here, or the biggest things that are going to help you, is smoothing your transitions and using those pre-made pieces only when necessary. Because there's a lot of them here where they don't have enough room or pieces or segments in between the pre-made pieces, making it really tough to smooth your transitions. But as you can see, with a little bit of smoothing here, we are fixing certain issues. So maybe you can take some of that feedback. If anyone has additional feedback, leave your comments down below for Matthew Scott's very first submission on the show. But definitely a strong effort from him here today. Try to take some of that feedback into your next creation, and look forward to seeing what you create next, Matthew. And let's jump into the next creation of the day. Rogue Runner, created by SB, one of our Discord advanced builders and golden patrons. Thank you so much for your support, SB. And here they say, "Hey, yo, Johnny, allow me to introduce myself. I am SB, a 22-year-old coaster enthusiast. I've been playing Planko for some time now while following your channel, and finally decided it's time to get involved in the community. My style is realistic and nature-orientated, but never boring. This is hopefully the first of many creations I'd like to share with you in the community. Rogue Runner. Fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a wicked ride through the ferocious canyon in this natural and realistic RMC style hybrid. Enjoy the scenic views during the day or revel in the menacing nighttime glow. This is a realistic experience with all G-forces in normal limits, ride preferences, track view, and pretty much any time looks great. Personally go with 1 p.m. Thank you for your hard work. Mad respect for you and your dedication to this wonderful community. Hope you all enjoy." Boom. All right. Thank you very much, SB. Let's get into it. So 1 p.m. was recommended, so we're going to do that. Boom. And we have a nature-based RMC. Very exciting. So this one's actually going up the lift right now. Why don't we pause it, quickly look at the stats here. Green across the board. Results here. G-forces are looking good as they mentioned. Really good stuff. Let's get right on it. And track view was requested. Let's go. Wowee, very nice. I think we're gonna give this one another ride because they did say nighttime lighting was included. So we're gonna check this one out, the one going up. And why don't we do a seat view for this? All right, beautifully done. A very interesting take on the RMC. It's very like low to the ground. What was the average speed on this? Max speed 55 miles per hour and 32. I do feel like it could have gone a little bit faster. The lift, yeah, just a little bit faster. But with that said, the utilization of inversions that the RMC can do were very, very smooth. You had some pretty cool like heartline rolls and stuff going through here. I really liked it. All the transitions were really smooth. It was a smooth running coaster, great banking, and the environment, while it's almost like you built this into a map. It almost feels like this is sculpted. It's really good rock work, you know? It's blended so nicely where it actually looks like terrain. It's very impressive. If we had this on a sandy backdrop, it would fit in really well. That's not easy to do. I think your rock work is really nice. The environment's nice. The boarding station, it leaves a little bit to be desired. The boards are kind of... Is there supposed to be two parts of this blueprint? Is there something missing? Oh, no, I see. Once the pathway's set up, it'll all make sense. It'll connect it together. It's because I didn't set up the pathways. That makes sense. But yeah, nice signage here. There's a lot of really good stuff going on here. And your coaster building skills are definitely shining here. And I think it is a very, very solid creation for a RMC and nature style blueprint. It's really well done. So definitely keep up the good work there, SB. Can't wait to see what you do next. So keep submitting your creations. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below for SB's first submission on the channel, from what I believe. I do recognize the name. Maybe they participated in the contest. Not entirely sure, but hope to see you again. Boom. And let's get on with the last creation of the day. Junkyard The Ride, created by Ron Weasley, one of our Discord advanced builders and golden patrons. And here they say, "Hey, Johnny, thank you for everything that you do in the community, and welcome to the Twisted Twins Junkyard." They found an old rotting church and made it into a shrine to themselves. They are some of the most evil people in the wasteland, and so people would constantly attack them. So they brought a bunch of cars to their church and made a crazy monster robot out of some of them to protect themselves. About an hour ago, they left the junkyard for unknown reasons, and you and your friends want to take them down. You see that they've created the first spinning car, and you think that you can confuse the mechs with it. Can you stop the evil mechs and stop the Twisted Twins coming back? Or will the mechs get you before you can even have a chance? P.S. Watch out for the crusher of the junkyard, as somehow the mechs have figured out how to use it. This is, I think, the only Mac Extreme spinning coaster on the workshop, or at least from what I've been able to find. Please consider riding it twice, once from car view, once from either seat 1 or 4, once in chase view, and get a better view of what's happening. Okay, that sounds more than twice. Also, could you please sync the train in? Yep, we got that. And thank you for taking the time to spotlight this. I hope you enjoyed, Ron Weasley. Oh yeah, I have a hidden cute, or not so cute, baby mech in the queue line if you want to look for it, if you can. Boom. Okay, let's get into it. Ron Weasley. Okay, oh, I forgot to delete these. These are the sync down signs. We did get that. There is a baby mech in the queue. So the queue is not set up. I did not set this up. I just plunked it down. But you can kind of get an idea of where the queue would be. Let's see if we can find this baby mech. This is where the path would be, right? So it would lead us through here and down and around and up and through. Where's the baby mech? Baby mech, where are you, baby mech? And then it goes through here. Baby mech. I didn't see no baby mechs. That's priority pass. Ah, that's gotta be the baby mech. Head, arms, legs. Baby mech. We found them, I think. Okay, this is a lot of fun. A junkyard. Look at these big old mechs. This is cool. I love it. And we have the Mac Extreme spinning coaster, as he mentioned. So the difference between this spinning coaster and the other one that was in the game is this is actually part of a chain. So the other ones are singular cars. This is a train, and I love that. As he mentioned, he didn't see any blueprint versions on the workshop. The only time I've ever only ridden this once, and I believe it was part of a park spotlight. So this is actually our first ever blueprint Mac Extreme spinning coaster. So let's take a look at the stats here. What do we have? So it's called the spinning coaster interdimensional, for those of you wondering, and we're looking at 52 miles an hour, average speed 21, pretty good G-forces there. So why don't we get right on it? As requested, we'll do seat view, and then we'll also check it out in like chase or something, maybe nighttime too. Okay, super cool. Let's see if there's any nighttime lighting on this. I mean, definitely there is. So let's pop over to a chase view and see how that goes. That's really cool. I see the car crusher there. You know what? It gave me an idea there. It would have been neat if you actually passed by it, or maybe it actually crushes the track and there's a car that blows up right as you, before or after you pass by it. That would be pretty sweet. Just to add a little bit of that scare factor there. But man, this is really cool. The lighting's super impressive too. I love all this orange hues going on here. Let's switch it back to daytime. I think for the coaster itself, it was fun. Although I think it struggled a little bit here. This is really weird. It's like, it's braking, but going upside down, but also spinning, and it's just like grinding its way through here. That for me was really rough in both chase and seat view. I was like, what is happening here? It just felt like such an odd transition, but everything else seemed to be pretty fun, and the theming is definitely over the top, unique. It has the post-apocalyptic feel. Even the boarding station's all trashed and broken. Super interesting and fun creation. I mean, it's pretty awesome. I recognize Ron Weasley's name as well. Let's see what did he participate in the contest, I wonder? You did the Duel of Fates, Jedi versus Sith. That was a pretty good one, and that was in the beginner bracket. I think since then he's gotten a promotion, and it is great to see your workshop that you did the contest, and then after the contest you've gone ahead and made 9 additional creations to your workshop. So this is a very active builder indeed, pushing creations out, not just sitting idle and waiting for new contests to express themselves, but actually participating in blueprint spotlights and the Patreon program, just fully immersed inside of the community, and that is great to see. So thank you for your support there, Ron Weasley. Really great submission here from both yourself and the other 2 creators in this episode, Esby and Matthew Scott. What did you guys think of these creations? Leave your comments down below for each of the creators. Links to these creations are in the description as well if you want to download them and put them in your park, or even just give them a rating. So there you guys go. That is going to do it for me in today's episode of Coaster Spotlight Bundles, and I will see you guys in the next episode when we do the big 800. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in episode 800. Bye now.